Hi, I'm Ray Meadows, Prince of Finance, and with me is my friend Hiromi. We are here to talk about finance terminology. So today I want to start a little differently. I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this thing called Dow Jones Industrial Average?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I used to wonder what it is.
Oh, yeah?
I heard about it, but I don't really know
You
what
don't
it
really
is.
know what it is? Okay. How about the S&P 500?
I heard of it,
You heard of
too.
that? Okay. So my goal, and this is a hard one sometimes, is to explain
Yeah.
market index. Both of the things that we just mentioned are market indexes. So the
Okay.
Dow Jones Industrial Average was created by a couple of journalists in 1896 because they wanted to explain to the public how the market was moving. And anyway, so I'm going to try and explain how you make a market index.
How do you make a market index?
Yeah, how do you make a market index? Have
You're
you ever-
gonna make it?
Yeah, have you ever thought about that?
No.
Okay. Well, it involves a lot of numbers, which are, most people don't like numbers, but I'm going to give it a shot. So, and I want you to ask questions as we go along.
Okay.
Okay? Because I'm sure people out there have a lot of questions. You're going to ask them for them. Okay?
I hope I can.
So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to use this example of this chart. So, what I'm going to do here is create an index with two stocks. Now, this chart is very busy and complicated. Don't let it overwhelm you. Think about it as you're about to take a trip to your friend's house in San Jose, and there's a lot of ways to go, but you got, Google Maps is going to give it to you turn by turn all the way. So that's what I'm going to do, give it to you turn by turn. So we're going to create a stock index with two stocks. One of them is the banana stock, and one of them is the grape stock. Okay? Banana stock in this column, grape stock in this column. The combined index we're calculating in this column here. Okay, so we're going to start with some basic information. We're just making this stuff up. Banana stock has 3,000 outstanding shares. Grape stock has 2,000 outstanding shares. And then on the starting date of our index, banana stock is trading at $100 a share. Grape stock is trading at $50 a share. Now comes the terminology that we talked about last time, which is market capitalization. Do you remember that, Hiromi?
That hard word, yes.
So, start date market capitalization. A times B, stocks outstanding of banana times the price of banana equals the market capitalization of the banana stock. That's a lot of bananas. Okay. Grapes, 2,000 shares, $50 a share. 100,000 is the market capitalization. You with me still?
I think so.
You got it?
Yeah.
It's just simple math so far. Okay, so if we add these together, stock banana and stock grape, the market cap of 300,000 plus the market cap of 100,000 equals a total market cap of 400,000. So for our market index, the total capitalization of that market index is 400,000. Okay, so that's a starting point market cap. Now, if we want to know what is the weight of banana stock in this index, we take its market cap and divide by the total market cap. And that number becomes 75%. And the grape stock is 100,000 divided by the 400,000, and that's a weight of 25%. So total weights are 100%. So that's our starting index we created. And we can make that number. So anyway, we'll just leave that at that. Now, what we're interested in is what is the index at some other date? We'll call that the end date. So if banana stock goes from 100 to 104, then it went up 4%. And if grape stock went from 50 to 51, then it went up 2%. So now we want to know, what does that mean for our index of the banana and grape market? Okay, so what we do is we take the 4% times the weighting for banana, 75% times 4, that's the contribution to the total index, 3. And this one is, the grape stock is 2% times 25%, that's 0.5%. We add those together, we have a total market index change of 3.5%. So one stock went up 4, one stock went up 2, but our market capitalization weighted index went up 3.5%.
That's good.
Got it? Now, okay, so that's the basic simple arithmetic behind a very simple 2-stock index. Okay, so let's talk about something else here. Come back for a
Hi.
second.
Hi.
So, did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Straightforward.
Okay. So, the thing is, when you have an index like the S&P, it's quoted, on a day they'll say, oh, the S&P was 3,000 today, or the S&P went from 3,000 to 3,100 today. Okay? What does that index level mean to you? What do you think? Does it mean anything to you? Do you think about it? No, you don't.
If it goes up, I'm like, okay, right?
Okay, it went up, right. So she's exactly right. That's the only point of the index. Did it go up or did it go down? How
I
much?
hear it all the time. Dow Jones went down today, or it went.
Or it went up today.
today.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, our index went up 3.5%, and that's the relevant number. But what about the whole index itself? So here's the thing. On our start date, when we create our index, we can make the original value number anything we want. So in this case, I might say our starting date number is 400. Just for the hell of it, we just say 400. And then at the end, when we see 3.5% gain, that means the index must be 3.5% higher. So on the next date, when we quote the index, it's 414, 3.5% higher. But the level, 414, 400, those things don't really mean much. Only thing that means anything is, how much did it change? Did it change a lot? Yeah, this part. 3.5% up, down, whichever way. That's the part that we really care about. Yeah.
But this will explain where it's coming from.
This is sort of the underlying arithmetic. You don't really have to know a lot of details, but you just have to understand it at a general level so that when people talk about a market index, you kind of know what's going on. They're adding these stock prices together and weighting them somehow by market cap to come up with the full index and how it moved. So what that means is, if a really big company stock price moves a lot, then that has a bigger impact on a market index than a really small company. So if Apple stock moves a lot, then the market index is going to move because Apple's a big company. But if some little company that you never heard of moves, probably not going to affect the index so much because its percentage weight's going to be small.
I see.
So that's market index. Now, one other thing I should mention. So we're talking about stocks here.
This is stock. Okay, yeah. Banana stock.
Banana stock, grape stock. But we could do bonds. It could be banana bonds and grape bonds. And we could have a bond index. Same idea. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not going to do all that.
Okay.
Right?
You don't have to. You don't
I'm
have
just going to look for this.
Yeah, you just look for the bottom
For
line number. Yeah.
the gain or loss. That's all, right?
Right. So when you go walk by
But I can't control that, though, right? With the S&P.
You can't control that. If you could, let me know.
Yeah, okay. That means I'm rich.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye.
Bye.